Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville. Some good news is that a new fire truck has been added to the fleet. It's a $1.3 million addition. Greenville Fire and Rescue dedicated its newest fire engine this morning during a push-in ceremony at Station 2 on Hemby Lane. The ceremony highlighted the features of the $1.325 million truck, which includes a 750-gallon water tank and a Waterous 1,500-gallon per minute pump. Now, Greenville Fire and Rescue officials say the truck has other features that stand out, like ground ladders on the outside of the engine and a front intake valve that can give firefighters a better access to fire hydrants and crowded areas like the medical district where Station 2 is located. Very cool to see that. Again, love it when our firefighters get the new equipment that makes them better equipped to fight the fires they are faced with. Now, I also want to highlight, sticking with the theme of fires, finishing, I guess, with the Canadian wildfires, and the smoke that is pouring from those fires continues to move south over parts of the country. Thick smoke from the wildfires burning across Western Canada drifted into the Minnesota area yesterday. This is a view through a camera showing Minneapolis stuck in a haze where water quality has dropped to unhealthy levels. Now, by yesterday afternoon, the city ranked among the worst in the world for air quality with an AQI reading of 168. Tying the Democratic Republic of Congo for the worst, again, air quality in the world. Now, the smoke, filled with fine particulate matter, is part of a large plume moving south from the wildfires in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Health officials have warned residents, especially those with heart or lung conditions, to limit outdoor activity. Conditions are expected to improve gradually in Minneapolis, while lower levels of smoke are forecasted to reach New York, Philadelphia, and Boston in the coming days. Certainly, we have seen some of that smoke here in eastern North Carolina this week. Now, tomorrow's low pressure system that's going to be moving in, bringing rain showers and cloud cover with it, will do a great job of suppressing any of that fine smoke particulate in our air. We are actually looking at improving air quality conditions because of the incoming rain showers. Let's take a look at what we've got right now. A lot of those rain showers currently stretching across Georgia and South Carolina. That low pressure system slowly trying to work its way off the Florida coast, the Atlantic coast, and really up the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, and eventually reaching us here in eastern North Carolina. But for today, what we're watching is cloud cover gradually moving in from the south. You can kind of see some faint hints of that cloud cover moving across the east right now, but it hasn't affected air temperatures so far today. Right now, we've got air temps in the upper 70s to low 80s. Most of us sitting right around that 80-degree mark. We do have 76 degrees in Manio. That's our cool, Jacksonville right now, 75 degrees. Almost said Manio, coolest spot on the map. Right now, we've got central Onslow County, just a touch cooler, but tomorrow is going to be the day where we truly enjoy a little bit of a cool down. Not to worry, for those of you who love warmer air, we're going to be warming right on back up as we head into Friday. But here's a look at that low pressure system moving into eastern North Carolina, giving us widespread rain from the start of the day to the end of the day. Even into the start of Friday, that low pressure system is still going to be close enough to eastern North Carolina to promote more rain showers coming down. Now, you see the front sitting further back towards the west, that whole boundary, that's going to be moving through eastern North Carolina coming up Saturday evening to Saturday night. So for Friday, we'll wake up with some rain showers, and we may go to bed experiencing maybe a little bit of some rain, but I think most of those drops are going to be fading as that low pressure system moves out into the Atlantic. So think about Friday improving conditions. We'll see skies start to clear out. Of course, air temperatures will be warming up quite quickly, but also some good news is that the area of low pressure that we are tracking and the National Hurricane Center is tracking does not look like it's going to be forming into the first named system of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Let's talk about the rain showers, though. Enough of the what's not going to happen. Let's talk about what will happen. And rain showers, again, very much present throughout eastern North Carolina starting early tomorrow morning. We could have some heavier downpours and perhaps some thunderstorms for those of you watching closer to the water. It is a first alert weather day tomorrow for the potential of some localized flooding. And if that flooding does occur, I do believe that it's going to be those of you watching closer to the Crystal Coast that will have a better opportunity for some standing water on not only roadways, but just around yards and any ditches as well. Areas that suffer from poor drainage likely going to be seeing some standing water by the time we reach the tail end of Thursday. This is Thursday at 5 p.m. Again, still rain showers coming down. We will still be wet as we head towards 8, 9, 10, and 11 p.m. at night. But the threat of rain will gradually subside as we head into Friday. That will leave us with a pretty nice forecast for the last work day of this week. Then we get into the weekend, and yeah, more showers and storms will show up late Saturday. But for this afternoon, cloud cover building, air temps in the mid-80s, southeasterly wind generally at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Certainly not going to be seeing much in terms of winds today, but tomorrow winds will be a little bit stronger. And I also want to highlight that we are anticipating an elevated risk of rip currents coming up for tomorrow, Thursday. Now, of course, with a 90% chance of rain, I don't imagine that there's going to be too many beachgoers out there itching to get into the water, but do want to at least mention that in case we do have some souls out there who don't mind getting wet when they're at the beach. Obviously, I guess that is part of it when you get in the water. That's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.